welcome back to my channel. I am Stina and I'm usually over on Instagram as Hello Lovely Living and on my website at hellolovely.living.com. I'm going to link those below, so if you want to get to know me a little more, head over there. But in the meantime, I'm going to be sharing my grocery haul. I went shopping yesterday, picked up a bunch of stuff, and thought it'll be the perfect opportunity to share what I got. So today I'm going to be doing that, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get into it. Jumping right in, I'm gonna do the produce first. I picked up some kale. I love to get kale to add to soups, and you can also bake these and make like kale chips. This is a really good way to get your greens in, and they taste delicious in my opinion. I also picked up some broccoli, and I had some last night. I had half of this and I just boiled it in maybe a half a cup of water for about less than 10 minutes, and then that steamed the vegetables, and then I added some salt, some pepper, some butter, and then squeezed lemon juice on top. And you guys, that is just the bomb, so try that out. I also picked up some artichokes, and I like to cut this in 4 pieces so that I can just have them whenever I like. I like to just peel them back and eat the yummy insides of this, and I will do a video one day of how I cook this, because a lot of people don't really know how to eat this, and it really is simple and it's super delicious. I like to eat it with butter and garlic and salt, and it's just such a good snack. You can also have it as like a side to your dinners or main dishes, so that is really delicious. I also like to have green onions on hand at all times, and this I just add to any dish, and it's just a quick way to give some organic and fresh flavors into your dish, to trick yourself into thinking you're eating vegetables, which you're really not. You're just eating green onions, but it's a good way to just add some freshness. I also picked up some cucumber, and I like to have cucumber on hand because it's also a good way to add some raw vegetables into your meals, and all you need to do is just cut it up, and it's really hydrating. It's really delicious with like anytime you eat proteins. It's a good way to just add some organic produce to your diet instead of like say not having any proteins with your meal. Like that's just a good way to kind of cheat and just like quickly add something healthy to your meals. I already mentioned this one. Okay, so I also got some zucchini. I love adding zucchini to soups, to stews. You can also just like saute them up with butter or oil and add them to your meals. Like it's really easy. Like with vegetables, I like to keep it simple with the spices. I don't like to add too many spices because really you don't need much, because you want your palate to get used to the flavors of the vegetables, because vegetables are really delicious if you just like keep them simple. And so that's what I've been doing. Been training myself to just cut down on the salt, cut down on spices, and just like get back to really simple eating. I also picked up some avocados, and I love avocados with quesadillas. If you haven't tried eating raw avocados with just quesadillas, like you are missing out. It's so easy to make, and it's just a simple meal that you could put together and add a lot of good fats to your diet. Like these are so good for protein too, so those are good to pick up. And I just like to pick up 1 or 2 because these go bad fast, and if you forget about it, like you just wasted your money, and these are pretty expensive. So also I got some lemons. I like to add lemons to my vegetables. Just add them, like just squeeze it on top, add it to lemon water. Like it's a good way to add some detoxing magic to your meals. It's just an easy way to add freshness, and it really makes a difference when you add it to your vegetables. Start trying that out and you'll realize like, wow, like this is amazing. I've been missing out. So that, and all of my produce that I pick up are organic, because I would rather spend a little bit more on organic produce because at the end of the day, it makes a huge difference. And it all makes sense because I don't really buy meats. Like I don't buy a lot of animal proteins that usually cost a ton of money. So I don't care about splurging on organic produce. It just makes perfect sense to me. So I think that's it for the produce. Oh, I did get some bananas, and Uriah already had two. I'm like surprised because usually he just eats apples and he won't try any other fruit. He used to be into bananas when he was little, but I don't know what happened. So I'm glad that he's picking up on it again. I forgot to get the apples that I bought in the fridge, but I did get some apples for him because I always stock up on those. That's his favorite fruit, and that's a good way for me to just add some fruits to his meals easily. I just cut it up and he's good to go. I'm gonna mention this huge bag of organic oatmeal right now, and I love picking this up because it's a great breakfast option if you want to just fill up and you want to go for something healthy but you want it quick and easy. This is so perfect to feed the family. Like Uriah loves oatmeal, and I just add some almond milk in there and some coconut sugar, and he loves it. I also add hemp seeds to add some protein and some good fats in there, since he's not really into meat or anything like that, and that adds another layer of healthiness to it. So I'm really happy with that. I also was looking for some cauliflower, like riced cauliflower at Sprouts, but they didn't have one that was plain, so I was kind of disappointed because I like to add that to oatmeal as well to get some vegetables into his breakfast, but they didn't have it, so I gotta go look for it. I also like to pick up tortillas for us, and lately I've been loving these because I've made chicken calaguin and put this wrapped in there, and it is so freaking delicious. Like, I gotta share that with you guys because I gotta share that recipe with you guys because you'll love it. This is just regular tortillas, and I like to do the quesadillas with this. Uriah is obsessed with quesadillas, and he has his like moments where he gets tired of it, but right now he's into it. I also picked up some hummus, and I thought this was a great way to incorporate proteins into my meals, and just like if I wanted to have a quick like snack, I could just like cut up some broccoli and cut up some carrots and then just dip it in here, and that would be like a perfect snack to just fill me up like right away. So that's also good to add to like your meals, like if you have, you know, if you want to just like steam some vegetables and then put that on the side and just dip it in, like that's gonna fill you up. And the key is to train yourself to get used to like more plant-based meals. And you don't have to have a huge meal. Like you could just have a snack portion and just snack throughout the day with like healthy options, and you'll notice that your stomach will start to shrink. Like you're not going to be as hungry for like huge meals as much. So that's what I've been training myself to do again. I also picked up some soft tofu because I want to make some Korean stew with this. Like I have a recipe that I always go to that has tofu and zucchini and green onions, and yeah, it's super good and easy to make, so I like to do that. And it's a quick meal. I don't have to worry about like this spoiling because this lasts pretty long in the refrigerator. I also picked up some tzatziki, and I recently just got obsessed with this because I tried having Mediterranean food out here recently, and I have really become obsessed with it. I love Mediterranean food these days. So I picked up some of that so I could dip some vegetables in there, or like last night I had chicken and I just dipped my chicken in there and it was super delicious. I also got Uriah this because he wanted it. He really likes these Chobani flips. I'm not really too into it because it has a lot of sugar, and it's just like, It's just regular, oh, it's Greek yogurt, yeah, but I mean, these are pretty good, like for dessert, but he likes those. Last night he wanted to open one and he ended up not liking it, so I ate it, which was good. It was good, but yeah. This is the kind of yogurt that usually I like to buy for him because it's made out of coconut milk and it's vanilla. So it has like a lot better ingredients and it's easier on the stomach, and it, you know, it's plant-based, so I like that option. I also picked up some unsalted butter because this is my go-to. I love using unsalted butter, and I go through this maybe like in a month. There's like 4 packs in here, and that is a must. I also picked up this Italian blend cheese, and Uriah goes through cheese so easily or so fast because like this is not even gonna last that long, and it was like $3.99. It's pretty expensive to get cheese these days, but I don't know, I wanted to just do this brand because it's more natural, it doesn't have antibiotics, and yeah, it's just better option, but yeah, it's pretty expensive. I got some organic fig spread, and this is good for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and usually like I add this to the brioche that I got. I don't know if I mentioned that. Did I mention it? I forgot. But yeah, I get this bread. It's really delicious. It's like really soft and chewy and buttery, and it's just the best thing ever. Like if you ever get this, it'll be gone in like a day. Yeah, mommy got you chocolate cereal. And yeah, so I got him this chocolate cereal. He wants it. Yeah, I got him that because he loves cereal, and this is actually a healthier option for him because usually he likes Lucky Charms, and I don't like him eating Lucky Charms, but what can you do? So I got him some of that, and then you're welcome. And I got him some of this, some cheddar snack mix, Annie's. I usually get him Annie's snacks because they're organic and healthier option for him. And also these chocolate chip chewy granola bars. He loves these. These are super good. He goes through these super fast, so I have to hide them. I got some organic marinara, and this is what I use to make his little bagel pizzas. I think I did not share the bagels that I got, but I usually get bagels for him. And what I do is I just bake these. I put some marinara on top, and then I spread with some cheese, and then I add usually pepperoni on top, but I didn't find the one that I liked yesterday, so I didn't pick up some pepperoni, but that's what I do, and I just bake it. It's good to go. I cut it up into like little pizza squares or triangles, and he loves it. Thank you. And I also picked up some grape tomatoes because I love eating tomatoes nowadays. Like when I was younger, I hated tomatoes, and now as an adult, I'm pretty obsessed with them, like in meals. So I like to cook them up, and like if I do eat them raw, I like to eat them with like steak, but steak is like a treat for me. I only have that like once a month or once every 2 months, like really rarely. But this is good. Like you just add some salt to it, like just a pinch of salt. Like sea salt is better, and you just add it to your meals, and it adds a freshness, and it just balances out the flavors. It's really good to eat that. And I like these because they don't spoil as easily as the big like Roma tomatoes. So this is good if you just want to keep some in your fridge that will last a while. I also got some baby bella mushrooms. I like eating this because it's kind of meaty, and if I don't have meat on hand, or like if I'm craving like animal proteins, like I'll turn to this if I don't have any on hand, and it really does the trick. I usually fry them, like I'll get the big portobello mushroom, but this time I wanted to try this to just like saute them up with butter and like vegetables and see how that goes. But yeah, those are good. I also got some of this because Uriah loves this stuff. It's kind of like Nutella, but it's a organic version, and it's basically hazelnut chocolate spread, and it's really delicious. So he likes having this on his pancakes, and he creates like these, he calls it Krabby Patties, because like he'll put the two pancakes together and we'll have this in the middle, and he really loves it. So that has been his go-to. And then I also got, oh yeah, I mentioned the almond milk earlier, but I like how Sprouts has organic almond milk, so I decided to try it, and it's cheaper and it's just as good. So I think I'm gonna go for this now. And it's unsweetened because, I mean, usually I get the vanilla flavor, but I decided to go with the unsweetened nowadays because if I want to make something more savory, I don't have to worry about it tasting like vanilla. So that's good. And then this was on sale at Sprouts yesterday. They actually had a frozen section sale, 20% off of everything, and then a lot of the stuff I bought was like on sale. So I was like, wow, that's awesome, because like all the stuff I got was under $150, and I was so scared that, like, when I approached the cash register, I was like, oh my god, like how much am I gonna spend today? Like I thought it was gonna go to 200, but no, it was like under 150, just about 150. So that was good. So anyways, I love getting these, and I usually get the one with pulp, but this was on sale, so obviously I got it. And I really like Sprouts brand. It tastes really delicious. It's not my favorite brand. I usually go with Harmless Harvest, but that one is super expensive, so I just like to get that. And that's just like a treat for me, because I don't really drink any drinks besides water usually, or like if I make like an ACV drink or tea or like lemon water, that's usually what I drink. But so that's nice. I also got this huge thing of grapeseed oil, and I really love using grapeseed oil because it's basically vitamin E. So it does have like benefits, like skin benefits and health benefits to it, and it's better than your other vegetable oils. So when I saw that this was like $4 or $5 off, I was like, okay, I'm getting a huge thing of it, because I go through this like once a month. Like I get the smaller one and it goes by pretty quick. So this one is a 60 ounce, yeah. And then I also picked up some chicken breasts, and last night I ate a breast, so that's why there's one missing. But I had that and it was good. I just grilled it up with, well, not even grilled, I just sauteed it up with salt and pepper with butter, and had it with broccoli, and it was super good. So I know that I'm missing some stuff. I have some stuff in the fridge, so let me just go and bring that out. But like I said, everything in the frozen section was 20% off, so I was super happy. This usually is $8.99, and I think this discount applied to this, so I think I got that cheaper. But that is the Alden's chocolate ice cream, and Uriah chose this out because he's obsessed with chocolate and he loves this. And you guys, I've been talking about this for years because Alden's has the best chocolate ice cream in the freaking world. Like, I love it so much. I mean, their ice cream overall is the best I think I've tried, and I mean, it's more expensive, but if you ever try it, like, you'll know why. So I also picked up some kabocha squash, and I was happy to see this because usually when I get kabocha squash, like, I get it whole and I get intimidated. Well, not really intimidated, like I just get lazy to cut it up because it's hard to cut and you have to peel it, and it usually goes to waste because I'm just like putting it off. So this is a good option for me if I just want to have kabocha squash. And I usually like eating this with shrimp and coconut milk. It's super delicious, so I'm looking forward to having that. I also got some sweet corn, and I don't know, I just like thought I'd pick this up because I like having sweet corn on hand for like a quick meal if I just want to put something together. So that is nice. But yeah, that is all for my grocery haul, I think. But Like I said, all of this was about $150, and really that is not a big deal to me, because this is quality food and quality ingredients that will last me literally like 2 to 3 weeks. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it will last me super long. And I'm also planning to go to Target and pick Uriah's favorite things up from there, because I usually go to Target for the essentials, like say chicken nuggets and other stuff, like his cheeses I usually get there, and the meats, like the sliced meats, like lunch meats, I get those there. So maybe I'll share that with you guys later. But yeah, this is usually kind of what it looks like when I go to Sprouts. I like to pick up a lot of produce. I like to pick up a lot of like organic foods, and if they're having a deal, I'll try to pick those up as well. And usually, I mean, like when I was driving away, I was like, I am so happy that I went to Sprouts first, because if I go to Target first or Walmart or whatever, I end up picking up things that aren't necessarily what I want to eat or like good for me. So it helps that I prioritize which store I want to go to first. That way, like, my budget is kind of consumed by the good stuff instead of like I'm going for the junk first, you know? So that's a good tip. Like, if you want to try to eat healthier, just try to go to like Sprouts or like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, wherever like you will find your healthier produce and or options, and go there first, and then kind of use your budget on that first, and then whatever's left over you can prioritize again. Like, okay, well, I need to get, you know, what other option or what other foods that aren't like necessarily organic or necessarily like considered like really healthy. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this, please thumbs it up and let me know if you want to see this again. I enjoyed sharing it with you guys, and the reason why I'm sharing it is mainly because I just want to encourage people to like go, you know, I mean, it's intimidating. Like, it's hard to go for the healthy stuff when there's like so much out there that's like tempting you to want to purchase, you know, just like the regular items that you usually go for. But like, once you try to go and be more disciplined with yourself, you'll notice a huge difference. And you know, I believe that like health is really long term. So the choices that you're making now, today, tomorrow, like 20 days from now, like that all adds up. So as long as you're making like daily steps to eat more healthier foods and incorporate more, you know, veggies and fruits and stuff like that, like you'll be better off, and you'll feel the difference. Like, you really will. So anyways, I hope this encourages you guys, and I will be back again for more. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed that quick grocery haul, and I hope it gave you a few ideas for shopping better, shopping healthier. And we're in this together, because it is a struggle. Like, it is not always easy to choose healthier options. It's not always easy to eat your veggies, but I am here to encourage you and to give you a few ideas and tricks. So hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a like if you did, and I will see you again. Bye. Also, cheers.